right, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. Moments away, it'll be the Houston Rockets going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. This is Brian Anderson at the table with basketball royalty. Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Allie LaForce, our reporter. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Naz Reid.
And during the last 5 games, he's been a force on the boards, really throwing his body at rebounds and trying to grab as many as he can. And that kind of effort has been noticed by his coaches and teammates.
Looking at the starting 5 for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Then there's Naz Reid, then there's Dillingham, and it's Garza in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Houston, Amen Thompson out there with Dylan Brooks. Then it's Jalen Green. Then there's Alperen Şengün. And it's Shepherd in at the 1. And when you're going into the first game of a back-to-back, how do you prepare for that?
I think the key is to manage your practice going into a back-to-back. In other words, let's turn that down a bit, reduce the minutes on the floor, mental reps on the practice court as opposed to getting up and down a lot. Because you're going to play hard in both games. So if you can get the tank on full heading into the 2 games back-to-back, that serves you well.
Thompson finds Brooks. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Naz Reid.
Every team wants to have an enforcer or 2, somebody who's physical, unafraid, gives his teammates confidence. Brooks is one of those guys.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or 2. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too.
And Brooks drops them both. Clark, with Minnesota being a major player in the West now, Wolves Nation is howling.
Howling and growling, B.A. That's the name of their fan base. And, yeah, they're excited. And for good reason. Not only that.
Power it home!
Oh, wow! Show us what you got, young fella. Anthony Edwards. Love to see you operate like that.
Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Brooks with it. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game. He can't get it to go. Nice D from Reid. First quarter, just over a minute played. No coverage that time. Edwards got 5.
You know, Edwards is still tweaking his 3-point shot, but it sure looked good there.
Şengün finds Brooks. Houston with another miss.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
Outside McDaniels. Reid sets a screen. McDaniels can't hit. The Rockets have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Shepherd, that's good.
And after missing their first 3 shots, maybe this will get them going.
It's Edwards on the wing. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 7. And Houston has possession. They trail by 3. Pass to Green. Over Edwards. And it's Green missing.
1 of 5 to start the game. They have to slow down and just play their brand of basketball.
It's Edwards on the wing. Shot is up. It's rebounded by Şengün. And so it's Green who brings up the ball for the Rockets. Şengün, a screen on McDaniels. Thompson finds Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
Excellent in the screen and roll. Şengün with a wide base and natural strength, and he makes excellent decisions with the ball.
Garza passes to Reed. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Green for 3. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Green lethal off the catch. Good rhythm on that play.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Houston making some changes. Smith comes in for Green, and Fred VanVleet is subbed in for Shepherd. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Alexander Walker's checked in. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Edwards looking for an opening from outside the arc. That one's off, and now he's 3 for 6. Houston has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. And Anthony Edwards has stated that his goal is to ultimately surpass Michael Jordan.
Hey, look, that is a lofty goal to run after. I don't know if he'll catch it, but I like the fact that he's ambitious enough and confident enough to put it out there. His ability speaks for itself. This guy's a star already, and his star continues to shine. His work ethic and confidence give me belief that he's going to have a chance to at least get close to that. We know about 25 years ago, there was a guy named Kobe Bryant who sought to do something similar to what MJ did, and he got pretty close to matching.
I know he was wide open, but that fadeaway was cash.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Edwards, the pass to Garza. Edwards against Thompson. Right side Reed. 4 on the clock. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup.
You can't allow Reed to get that kind of positioning. He's got great touch down there.
Thompson passes to Smith. Thompson, a screen on Reed. VanVleet outside. Buries it down low.
The defense gets physical inside, and guess what? The tenacious Fred VanVleet ready for it.
Right wing. Here's Dillingham, guarded by VanVleet. Here's Edwards. It's rebounded by Şengün.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
VanVleet left side. Late clock. Houston's got to hurry. For 3, Smith. And a great assist by VanVleet as that one goes.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
And so it's the Houston Rockets. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter, and it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Rockets.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
You know, another thing that has impressed me has been their numbers of points in the paint, just dominating down there. They're just getting whatever shot they want in close.
On the court for the Timberwolves, Mike Conley out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then there's Rudy Gobert. Then there's McDaniels. And it's Shannon in at the 3. VanVleet misses. Timberwolves trail by 9. And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
Outside, Green. Picked by Smith. And it's hammered home by Green.
Once he takes flight, Green can make some incredible moves in the air.
And so it's Conley who brings up the ball for the T-Wolves. Gobert on the high post. Pass to Shannon. Fires the three. It's hauled in by Houston.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Here's Van Vliet. Eason with the ball. Outside Tate. Now here's Green. Takes a three. Rudy Gobert with a rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Shannon. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Shannon's got 5 now.
And Conley's so good at running the offense. Does a nice job hitting guys in their spots.
Outside, Green. Nice execution inside from Green.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Şengün checked in for Houston. Shepard comes in for Fred Van Vliet. Already it's February. Let's see how things look out west. Taking a look at the Rockets. They've been grinding out enough wins to place 4th in the conference right now. And, of course, the Timberwolves. 3.5 games behind.
You know, for Minnesota, they're really doing their best to rise through the rankings. Time will tell whether they can pull it off.
You know, it's really hard to figure out exactly what's been missing, but there is something missing. It perhaps could be the system they're playing in.
Here's Conley. It's rebounded by Şengün.
Changed his mind during the layup. You can't be indecisive there. Tried to pull off another shot and missed it. Indecisiveness is never good when you're shooting the basketball.
Timberwolves trail by 8. And from what we've seen so far in his career, Anthony Edwards wants to be that guy in crunch time, Clark.
Yeah, I love his mentality. Not only in that he wants to be the guy, but he also wants to elevate his teammates. And he plays the game with an exuberance and a joy and a freshness that is, you know, quite good to see. But I like his attack mentality and his willingness to step into leading his team by example at both ends of the floor.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Brian, Anthony Edwards, his disposition just brightens a locker room. Coach Chris Finch said he's an absolute joy to coach. Always in a great mood with a great smile. It doesn't matter if he plays well or he doesn't. Every day he has the same approach and the same attitude.
And he wants to be great, Allie. There's no doubt about that. Pass to Green. The three is up. Houston with another miss.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
Miller a screen on Şengün to the inside. And Miller the bucket on the assist from Edwards. And now it's just a 4-point Rocket lead. Houston has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. You know, Clark, over the past few seasons, we've seen a historic amount of 20-point-per-game scorers in the league.
And that's a function, BA, of the overall skill level being at its all-time high in league history in my mind, but also the pace of play, the way the game is played, three-point shooting, there's scoring, there's more scoring, so more guys are scoring. And I think on top of that, it's a little easier to score because of how the game is played and officiated. It's tilted a little more in favor of the offense for the entertainment value of point production.
Thompson, he's checked in for Houston. Fred Van Vliet comes in for Green. Here's Şengün. Offensively, he's been a force. He's putting up around 19 points a game. The three is up. That one drops. 3 for 6 now.
You can see Şengün improving his three-point shooting over time. I think it's all about him remaining confident.
Outside Reed. Back to Edwards. It's rebounded by Houston. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now. Smith outside. Van Vliet outside. 5 on the clock. Puts it up from 15, bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Good shot selection from Van Vliet.
Now here's Edwards. Not a lot of room. Edwards muscles it inside. Wow.
It was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
Back to Van Vliet. Pass to Şengün. And a great assist by Van Vliet as that one goes. Şengün's got 9.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Houston making some changes. Brooks, he's checked in for Smith. And Jalen Green subbed in for Fred VanVleet. Conley's checked in for Minnesota. Timberwolves trail by 9. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Garza, defended by Şengün. Thompson with a steal. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
You know, inside is where Thompson excels, and the concentration allowing him to finish there.
Conley passes to Reed. Sinks the tray. Reed's got his second basket on the night. So we conclude the first half. It's Houston leading by 8, and we'll be back with you shortly.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule.
Not sure any run of games feel comfortable, but this might be as close as you can get. They're at home against teams that they can clearly beat. This is a great opportunity for them to stack up some W's.
And so thinking about the first half of this game, it's likely we'll see some adjustments for the Timberwolves.
To me, it starts with their effort. They have to become more active defensively to prevent easy look shot.
Yeah, the only way to slow down a team with good scores is to disrupt their rhythm. Otherwise, you can fire up that barbecue.
Man, that was 1987 all over again.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Boy, you got to like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the Timberwolves. 8-point game. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce for an injury update on Anthony Edwards. What'd you find out, Allie?
Thank you, guys. I got a status report from the Timberwolves head athletic trainer.
He said they're concerned this is a serious injury and it's going to keep him out of the rotation.
Nevertheless, determined to battle through it. As we see, guys, he's already checked back in.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Boy, this injury definitely looks like it could be serious, guys.
Here's hoping it's not, but yeah, this team may have to get used to playing without him for a bit.
And in the training room, guys, I mean, that is not going to be an easy injury to bounce back from.
Green out there with Shepard. Then it's Thompson. Then there's Alperon Şengün. And it's Brooks in at the power forward position. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Reed against Brooks. Goes up from the top of the key. Garza grabs the board.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Clark, what catches your eye about Jalen Green at a fundamental level?
Well, it starts with his pure explosiveness. That just jumps out at anybody because he's jumping over everybody, okay? The way he can get up and down the floor and hang and lift, and that's what stands out, his athleticism. And he's actually rounding off some of the rough edges in his game that makes him kind of scary as we go forward.
Outside McDaniels. Reed sets a screen. And it's McDaniels off the drive. And out of bounds. Houston will have it. And the list of rookie leaders in assists over the last 10 games. Third is Amen Thompson.
The way he's moving the ball out there during this last 10 games has been fantastic, showing how you orchestrate an offense and involve teammates.
Well, I think fitting in is an understatement. I mean, he's flat out taking charge, running things. That offense looks exceptional when it runs through him.
Shoots from the right block. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Fighting to earn the second chance opportunity on the foul shot. This is exactly what coach wants from Şengün.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
And they got a spot in the top 10 when it comes to hampering the opposing offense. They create solid coverage that doesn't allow for a lot of easy shots.
And this team embodies a never-give-up attitude. This is especially evident on the offensive glass, where they know how to keep plays alive and score off second-chance opportunities. Pass to Garza. And here's Reed. Out to the right wing. Here's Dillingham. Still no points. To snap the cold streak. The Rockets pull it in. Thompson's got 5 rebounds tonight.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Rockets showing improvement. Head coach Ime Udoka said, quote, when you rely on your young guys, you're constantly trying to instill habits that'll carry them for the rest of their careers. It's mistakes and tendencies you have to try to break continually. Just staying positive. We see glimpses of how close we can be.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. Edwards, a pass to Reed. 6 on the shot clock. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Reed's got 8.
Off-ball preparation paying off for Reed. He was just waiting for that pass.
Back to Green. There's the triple. McDaniels with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 14. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And he might not blow you away with numbers, but there's a reason why McDaniels is on the floor so often, Clark.
Hey, B.A., I love his versatility at both ends of the floor. He knows exactly what's needed from him by his team. He gives it to him. He doesn't need a lot of touches. He just plays the game. Love his motor. Love his consistency. He is the epitome of a value-utility guy. Already growing a reputation as one of the game's most notorious trash talkers, Edwards is just having fun out there.
And Houston making a change here. Van Vliet's checked in, and both free throws good for Edwards.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
Thompson outside. Pass to Green. The three. Another miss by Green.
He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
Now Alexander Walker. Reed for three. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Conley's got his third assist of the night.
Reed has a pretty proficient three-point shot. He's a big guy who loves to stretch the floor, too.
Thompson goes in. Uses the glass on the layup. And the Rockets lead by 11.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
And that one's good from Conley.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Pass to Şengün. Here's Green. Now here's Van Vliet from behind the arc. Sinks it from distance. Van Vliet's got 7 points.
You can't play off of Van Vliet too much because he'll burn you off the catch and shoot.
Now Alexander Walker, defended by Thompson. Reed passes to Garza. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
Putting up a goose egg, bagel this period. At this point, you have to run the offense through somebody else. I mean, that's your only choice.
Green, the pass to Şengün. Thompson outside. And Şengün throw it down.
Well, Alperen Şengün's developed into a great scorer. He can put up some big numbers.
Edwards against Green. Edwards so good inside.
They're really looking to that inside game here in the second half, getting away from taking a bunch of threes.
From 13, here's Thompson. And another shot. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. Alperen Şengün. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Rockets. Between his scoring and rebounding, an excellent period. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Setting the floor for the Timberwolves. We've got Mike Conley. He's out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Gobert in at the 5, roaming the paint.
It can be tough to find space in the mid-range area. Probably should have passed that one up.
Oh, they get a hand on it. Oh, it's stolen by Eason. Down low. Here's Smith. The kick out to Van Vliet. Pass to Şengün. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Since being selected in the 21 draft, Alperen Şengün has really improved.
Yeah, from 9 points per game as a rookie to over 20 in his third year. Şengün has averaged about 5 assists per game over a season. A huge number for a 6'11" post guy. He is so skilled.
And he can't get the first one. The NBA becoming more and more global, Clark. Şengün, a perfect example of that.
Yeah, Alperen Şengün out of Turkey. Right now on the fast track to being the best player to ever come out of his homeland. So still very young, but boy, his future is quite bright.
Ingles, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Good on the second one.
The thing that stands out about Şengün is how crafty he is in the post. Excellent footwork and a lot of moves.
Now here's Alexander Walker. Tight defense on him. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Rockets.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issue defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
You also can't ignore the good job they've done rebounding on the offensive end tonight. That hustle has been well rewarded with second chance points.
And the first one at the line is good.
Yeah, he's one of the last quintessential pure point guards. Mike Conley, steady as they come, looks for others first. He wants to make passes before he scores. He's a guy you love to have as a teammate.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Minot's checked in. And Conley drops them both. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Pass to Şengün, to the paint. Here's Shepherd. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Conley against Van Vliet. Gobert passes to Conley. Here's Shannon. To the middle. Şengün with a steal. Outside Eason. Pass to Van Vliet. They set the pick. Lets it go from 14. And here's Shepherd for three. Sends it home from three-point land. And the Rockets lead by 16. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Outside, Alexander Walker. Conley up top. To the right side. Just 5 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here for three. Not going to go that time.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
Van Vliet driving in. And the shot goes.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
It's like running into an immovable object. Gobert setting that pick nicely.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Houston making some changes. Dillon Brooks checked in for Smith. Thompson comes in for Eason. And Jalen Green subbed in for Van Vliet. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Outside, Green. No good from outside.
He made a three back in the first half, but that's it. We'll see if he can find his stroke.
Brooks comes with a double team. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Garza passes to McDaniels. Clock at 6. Edwards with it. Brooks defending. Pass to Reed. Over Green. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
Tell you, I love the effort from the defense there, but inside, Reed just had the strength to overpower him.
Outside, Green. Here's Shepherd. Back to Green. Here's Shepherd. Edwards pulls it in. Edwards got 6 rebounds in the game. Edwards is doubled. Pass to Garza. And here's McDaniels. Here's Garza. Edwards fires from way outside. Rebounded by Green.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Now here's Thompson. Outside, Green. Thompson scanning the floor. Back to Green. Takes the three. The Rockets with another miss.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
He gets it in there.
Boy, tonight just gives you a picture of the potential of Edwards. I mean, this guy is an electrifying scoring guard.
And here is Green to end the drought. Here's Şengün. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
At the line for Houston, Şengün taking 2 shots.
2 shots.
And he drops the first.
Tell you what, Alperen Şengün is a big with the modern day game. He scores in bunches inside, but he also can pass it and shoot it from the perimeter too.
Both free throws good from Şengün. Well, Grant, in terms of scheduling, you see any way to eliminate back-to-backs?
You know, I'm not a big fan of eliminating back-to-backs, but to answer your question, BA, you have 2 choices. You either fewer regular season games or extend the season by a few weeks. I don't think either one of those options is in our future.
Pass to Shepard. Over Dillingham. Shepard, that's good. And the Rockets lead by 16.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
That one goes in. There's 18 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Reed against Brooks. And so Houston takes this one by a big margin. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, BA. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Alperen Şengün.